Norman or to Boone. They said I'd never make it, just a name they overlook. Now I'm burning up their game plans and ripping up their books. No 5-star shine, no silver spoon. I came up grinding on the Friday night moves. Now they feel me coming like a 4th down blitz. Got 'em talking sideways, throwing fits. But I must admit, I can't quit. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make 'em bleed. I ain't on your media darlings list. No Heisman hype, no clean-cut script. But every time that whistle blows, I leave my soul out on that road. They talk about dynasties and brands, but I built mine with my own hands. Ain't got no statue, no parade, just broken dreams and lines I've laid. I'm the outlaw of college football, the storm they never saw. I don't fit their pretty picture, but I still outrun them all. Don't need no love from ESPN, just a line to cross and dirt to win. Yeah, I'm the outlaw, the rebel in this brawl. I ain't here for fame or fortune, ain't no puppet on a string. I'm here to wreck their castles and crown myself a king. I'm the outlaw of college football, tattooed in scars and grit. I write my story on the field, and I never call it quits. Let the legends play their history. I'll write my own new lore, 'cause I'm the outlaw. Yeah, I'm the outlaw, kicking down the damn front door. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football. Ain't no stripes can hold me back. I don't need their legacy or no booster money stack. I don't bow to no tradition. Ain't no handshake deals I need. I just play for pride, for fire, and the will to make 'em bleed. 'Cause I'm the outlaw of college football.
Woo! And that is the best intro song of all time, provided to us by NIL Commish, Once Upon a Time. Oh, Justin. I think he might have a new channel now. I might have to get with him and see where he's at now so I can give y'all his information, because that was awfully nice of him to make a song like that just for us, right? Today we're going to have Kentucky versus Alabama in softball. And then we're going to move over to Oklahoma versus Arkansas at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time and get y'all that game as well. I may leave this one right here to go over to that one, but I will leave the game up for you guys and gals over here that are Crimson Tide fans so y'all can watch the game free of charge. Only thing I ask is you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Liking and subscribe is most important. They kick that algorithm into high gear and let them know at YouTube that, hey, these guys are pretty popular. So, yeah, don't take but 2 or 3 seconds to hit that like button, and the subscribe button is even more important because it gets the party bigger and more crunk. You can also join the Outlaw Posse and get a badge. You can get deputized if you want to do something extra. Get your badge, get deputized, get a random 4 Horsemen shout out on the actual podcast, as well as possibly the comment of the day. And that's just $2.99 a month. 75 cents a week. That's just here it is, half a bottle of water for the outlaw. And get that badge and get deputized. Get up in here. So, what do y'all got going on today? Let's see who was the first comment of the day. And we will do the random 4 Horsemen shout outs once the game gets underway. The game will be starting in about 5 minutes. As long as the feeds act right today, we should be fine and good and dandy to go. Let me get on here and look at this real quick while you guys pander about in the comments section. Y'all say hello to everybody. Like we're in church, everybody look around at everybody, shake their hand, and tell them how much you love them. Get an amen, Roll Tide, and Boomer Sooner, because we do a lot of Crimson Nation stuff here. And we do other games, and we do other universities and other college programs and whatnot, but mostly it is Alabama and Oklahoma. So let's go ahead and look real quick at your Four Horsemen shout outs of the day. All right. Membership. If you ever want to start your channel and you need some insight on how to use YouTube Studio, you need to have YouTube Studio. That way you can get your analytics. Just let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you. Just don't be shady about it. All right. So, we got it pulled up now. See what we got here. All right. TJ Maxx. All right. Got them pulled up. So how y'all doing today? I'm also going to do these random Four Horsemen shout-outs on the Oklahoma podcast. It's going to be the same four, most likely. But, hey, it's all good. What's up, Paula Steiner's in the house? What's going on, Paula Steiner? She was the initial person that was up in here. She was the first batter up. Paula Steiner was the first batter up. She says, I can't wait to watch the first game between the Sooners and the Hogs today. Yeah, that game starts at 5:30. But the random Four Horsemen shout-outs go to Spooky Sooner, AC 47 Nitro, 985, Grape Ape B8K, and Moosey IXL are mounted up and saddled up and ready to go. They're going to help us with today's college softball invasion. The Alabama-Kentucky game will be coming up shortly if this feed is right. Make sure this thing is on time for you guys and gals. I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, and hopefully we'll get the right feed up for y'all so y'all can get it all free without having to pay that asinine ESPN Plus bullshit they're trying to rob people with. I mean, it's bad enough that you have to pay a cable bill. Now they want you to play for ESPN Plus and SEC Network Plus. That's not a plus. I say this every time. That's not a plus for us. That's a plus for them. They should call it ESPN minus and SEC Network minus. So go ahead and pull it up real quick. There we go. Go ahead and get the commenters off of there. Spread this out really good and big for y'all so y'all can see it. This is the best commercial break of all time, by the way. I say this 1,000 times a day as well. And as you can see right now, they still got the Boston College game up. So the Alabama game will start here shortly, hopefully in 2 minutes, as long as we got the feeds right. Hopefully they don't screw us on it like they did last time. We'll exit out of it real quick until Alabama gets up, because I want people coming in here thinking that we're doing Boston College and Duke. Duke is putting a big push on, by the way. They beat Tennessee this past week, and was a lot of upsets this past week. Duke beat Tennessee. Oklahoma lost to Oklahoma State in an upset, slight upset. Oklahoma State was ranked, though. It wasn't as big as an upset as the two teams I'm about to mention. Texas Tech had their star pitcher, from what I understand, pitching, and they lost to Texas State. And Alabama was probably the biggest upset of the week. We got beat by Samford. But from what I understand, I think Alabama didn't really start all their starters. Just trying to get people playing time, and we ended up losing because of that, I think. As Paul Steiner says, first thing you do is hit that like button. This subscribe button, though, 10 times better. is the subscribe button, because that, like I said, gets this party crunked, gets it big, gets it large. Speaking of large and in charge, it's Killer Breeze, Mr. New refrigerator jackass.
What's going on? Yeah, what a fucking nightmare. What's happening?
Nothing much, Frigidaire.
Yeah. What we got going on here? I didn't realize the OU game was starting that early. I thought it was starting earlier.
I asked ESPN Plus the other day, not ESPN, I asked Google what time the game started for both teams. It said 6:30 for Oklahoma.
It was.
5 o'clock for Alabama, right?
Yeah.
And so since they got Alabama right, I assume they got that one right. For some reason, they may have moved it back an hour for inclement weather. I don't know the weather situation in Oklahoma tonight. So hopefully I got the right link up. If I don't, you might have to find it for me. Here it is. It is coming. It's coming. Here it goes. Kentucky. There he is, the man that made a lot of controversy this week. I don't know if y'all seen his comments.
What'd he say?
A lot of people were calling for him to apologize or even step down because he made a comment that transgender shit shouldn't be pushed on kids at a young age.
Well,
I mean, you're not allowed to have an opinion. We're not allowed to have an opinion anymore.
Especially when it's a good opinion. Transgender shouldn't be pushed on little kids.
I should have got the picture of it and put it up on here to show you, so I could quote it word for word. But basically, he was just saying that sex changes and all that crap shouldn't be pushed upon kids until they're 18. So that should be an adult decision. You should not allow your kids to make that kind of decision to maim their bodies. You wouldn't allow your kids to smoke crack just because they wanted to. Just because they want to identify as a crackhead. You going to let them identify as a crackhead?
No. Oh, we got old Brisky in the circle.
Is when you think of Alabama, she's going to be.
Well, hopefully we won't lose again like we did Stanford.
She's able to bring. Man, she's
that goes for both of us.
It's been a hell of a week for everybody, right? Oklahoma lost. Texas Tech lost. Alabama lost.
Tennessee lost.
She has
Tennessee lost.
Pitches. She's going to go up.
Although Tennessee and Oklahoma lost to ranked teams,
and can go with that
not so bad.
Adds that pitch as well. So we'll also sprinkle in a changeup here and there, but to me, it's important to get a good start right out of the gate for someone like Justin Brisky.
A career year.
What's up? I am Sooner.
Phoenix, and so away we go on a Friday night in Tuscaloosa. This is Rachel Lawson's lineup card. Kentucky lost last weekend. They got swept by Tennessee. Looking for a little more run production. Sleeman at the top of the order has been one of their more productive bats. So it will be Sleeman, Blum, and Donaldson, 1, 2, 3 in the order to get this weekend started. Brisky coming home with her second, make it third offering. That one's in for a strike. Beautiful, sunny, warm. It's toasty in Tuscaloosa this evening, but there should be great weather all weekend here at the place they affectionately call Rhodes House. Foul tip into the mix, so Brisky's a strike away from retiring Sleeman.
And Sleeman has just been electric for this Kentucky team. I mean, the Central Michigan transfer, just incredible numbers. Had moved her to that
Oklahoma live stream
set up, knowing she's producing.
So when that starts up, I imagine Killer Breeze will head over there.
Tends to favor hitting up a little bit more in the zone. 469 average on those rise balls. You see.
But that game's not going to start for a while, so y'all chill out and stay in here for a while.
Pitches a little bit more down in the zone.
I actually saw the Alabama fan in here.
And she gets Sleeman to pop this one over to the left side. There's one away for this excellent junior from Phoenix, Arizona. It's a career year for a player that's
Brock the Baller 77 says, I'm pissed we lost to the Sanford Bulldogs. Yeah, I think everybody was pissed about that.
brilliant duo in the circle for Alabama this year.
Yeah, and I think she's just been really important in these SEC series, and someone that you tend to see.
I used to talk about the Bible like this.
We don't care about what you talked about, woman. Nobody wants to hear it.
Vet player to be able to take on some of the hardships and go
She's
through that.
preaching
And
about
that has
fun.
been Jocelyn Brisky.
Allie Blum rips this one hard and fair down the line. So the second baseman is going to leg out a one-out double here. And the sophomore from outside of Indianapolis is in
Alabama and
position
Oklahoma just going
to
to start
kick off
losing
this first
everybody.
inning.
It's a really nice job by Allie Blum. 0-1 count. It's a pitch a little bit, a hair over the plate. She just rips it down the line past Taylor.
Well,
Runs
that's
out
just
a
a great
double. It's a
hit.
good start for Kentucky.
Kentucky last weekend, they struggled to score runs in that Tennessee series. They love to get one early in this opener against Alabama. Emery Donaldson, that's the junior from Louisville.
Her name's
Is
Paula,
third in the order.
not Paul.
That's where she has been slotted the last handful of games. They moved her up in the order last week. Hits that one slowly to the left side. Hawkins has got it 2 away, but now Blum is over at third. So Kentucky trying to bring her in here.
What's up, Richard Burton?
So it will be veteran against veteran.
Richard Burton with the badge. First badge in here tonight. He's deputized.
Program vet from Indiana. Trying to bring home Blum.
Nice.
Speed is in for a strike.
Pretty. I think that first inning too, especially in kind of those unpredictable counts, to be able to whip something like
I do
that
like
out
Kentucky's
just gives
coverage,
that
I must
slight
say.
hesitation to a hitter, knowing that's in a pitcher's back pocket. And then she just goes 56 to just
Another strike.
the absolute heater, drop ball down 7.
She's
That's
going to look at
tough.
the ball or she's going to swing.
She's got Hamilton.
I love
wraps
me
off
some
balance.
Brisky.
Brisky
It
trying
makes
to
me
close
feel
the door
frisky.
on this first inning. 0-2 coming. That's it in the air. Shallow center. It's an easy play for
Yes.
And so Brisky
Way to get out of
retires
it.
the side. She does so in 13 pitches.
Roll
Bama hits
Tide,
for the
baby.
first time.
Look at her, old sassy Brisky. She's so hot. She is so hot.
Frisky brisky.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen
I
to
sure
give
would
our
like
famous
to
spicy
frisky.
chicken sandwich
I
a
like to
total
frisk
look.
me a brisk.
More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just
Go away,
hits.
Wendy.
It's
Go
just like
away.
real spicy.
I do like me some Wendy's now. It's not good for me though.
All these fast food places aren't as good as they used to be, though, man. None of them
Oh
are.
man, you still don't know who's doing what to your food back there either.
Yeah.
Even if
Yeah,
they're
that's
wiping
right.
snorting boogers on it like they did at Domino's. Remember that Domino's fiasco
Oh, yeah.
where they caught them on camera snorting boogers on the pizza?
Oh, dude. I mean, man, you got it. You
Dude,
can't.
I would kill somebody for that. I'd go in and whoop somebody's ass if I ate
Yeah.
pizza with the boogers on it.
Yeah.
There ain't no telling how many times you've ate something with a booger on it or something, man. You just don't know.
I was a teenager. I was in New Orleans, and I went to I think it was a McDonald's. It was either McDonald's or Burger King. And I got a combo meal, came with a drink, and I took a sip of the drink. It was a Coke, and it tasted a little weird. I couldn't quite put it. I took another sip, and I was like, man, fuck this, and I put it to the side. They put a fucking cigarette in the drink. A
That's
cigarette butt.
That is messed up, dude.
Yeah, I was fucking. I was livid, dude. I was livid. I drove back to that place and threw a fit, and they acted like it was a complete accident. I'm like, there's no chance that's an accident.
I would definitely be throwing a fit about that.
Brings when she steps in the box and a fire. That's why you got to highlight those two. Just the fear factor of what they bring to a pitcher is key.
Well, today they face Abby Hammonds. That is the freshman from Lexington who pitched well in that series last weekend against Tennessee. As you mentioned, it is a daunting start to this lineup card that you have to face. Hammond, first year at the program. Last week pitched 9 1/3 against Tennessee. Only gave up 1 earned, so it was a strong weekend, and she earns the start to kick things off against Alabama in Tuscaloosa. Here are the numbers.
Well, and I mean, think about being a freshman and getting the opportunity to play your first game here at the Rhodes House with this crowd. Has that drop ball, you see her throw that.
Is it lagging?
50.
Not for me. A little bit, but that's not a you thing. That's going to be an ESPN thing.
This a lot, but at the end of the day, when like athletes step in the box and unleash on stuff, like if you hit good corners, sometimes they'll still get you, but it's when you miss over the heart of the plate that these types of hitters hit the mistake.
Well, and Papillo will make you pay. She does take that off speed in for a strike. And she has just been, look at the numbers, quite simply one of the best hitters in the SEC. This senior from outside of Chicago.
And I love it. She stands on the dish. I mean, her heat map and plate coverage is so good.
Oh, it's a cold third strike, and Papillo goes down looking.
Woo.
So Hammond with a great confidence
That was
boost
embarrassing.
to get the night started.
I mean, this is a statement piece by the freshman Hammond. Let's go. Peyton corners, really pretty pitch on the outside part of the plate. This is what it's going to be about. Location over velo, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. I love a heater. I love being able to throw hard, but when it comes down to it, changing speeds and location is key.
So now she faces Brooke Wells. This is the sophomore from Round Rock, Texas. First year with the pro at this level. They are elite, and you can't just try to blow a pitch by these really talented hitters.
Yeah, there's not nearly as many swings and misses, I feel like, in the game as much as you've seen in previous years. Definitely a good understanding of the strike zone. I will say I think the SEC strike zone is a little bit smaller. So hitters at times can step in the box and be
Take care of a few things. Sorry, I went solid on y'all. I don't like to have a lot of dead air, but anyway, we're letting them call the game anyway.
Hammond trying to work back to the 3-0 count. That one's out the letters for a strike. That has been a discussion around the league this year.
I don't know why they don't swing at that pitch more often.
Wells, by the way, went yard twice last weekend in that series win against Auburn. So Hammond has worked it back full.
A nice job. Just taking a little something off it. The pitch prior, 65 miles an hour, and then throws that change at 61. So just 4 miles an hour off, but sometimes that's what it takes.
What's Hammond going to do here? This time loses Wells. So that's a 1-out base runner. You know, as some oftentimes you see for a rookie season, Hammond's walk rate, it's high. She's got much more walks than strikeouts on the year. But Rachel Lawson likes the direction that her season has unfolded. There's the boss. 640 wins now. The long-time successful head coach of nearly 2 decades in Lexington. Ambry Taylor hits third, takes that for a strike.
I think that's one of the points of emphasis coming into series,
His thumbnails
especially
are
one
so
like this,
great.
Against Alabama. And listen, Kentucky's SEC schedule has been a gauntlet,
So
but
great.
knowing the free passes are the things that end up biting you in the butt.
This one's out
Oh,
the ground,
shit.
maybe enough for 2.
Let me ask you
Throw to
something, man.
first. So Wells
Military
is retired.
time speaking, what is
Decided to put
1850?
that one in the back pocket. So
Finally.
2 out.
1850 is
One runner at
6:50 in the
first.
evening.
Oh,
You want to talk about a freshman pitcher coming
that's a fucked up
into
time to start something.
this
I'm sorry.
stadium, this
Yeah.
environment against an Alabama team that has just played the whole season red hot. Throwing a 0 up there on the
Somebody
first.
didn't get the memo.
That would be important. Marley Giles hits next.
Well, and you have to love this. I mean, this is a team that has
Maybe.
been battle
I don't know.
tested.
It's not like you're stuck with that.
Like I said,
You
they've
set a
played
time for
very, very
live
tough
stream. You don't have
SEC
to abide
schedule
by it. You
with
just
playing
start it up
Auburn,
anytime.
Florida, Texas A&M, Georgia, Oklahoma at Oklahoma, Tennessee, and then Bama this weekend, and they will end with Texas. Like,
What was you laughing about?
excuse me?
Yes.
Thumbnails.
And that was one of the things that I
Thumbnail?
mentioned with
It's
Coach
great.
Lawson, just the tough
What was it?
schedule and what was it like
It's
when you
great.
played at Oklahoma? And she said she had to remind
Was
the
it Pat
athletes, like,
Murphy?
It's not as don't
No.
think necessarily about
The
like the
game.
outcome, but it's like look at what you're doing. This is why you
Oh.
played the game, to be in these
So like
types
our
of situations
original
with these
phone call.
crowds. They don't
Yeah.
like you, and sometimes that's what
Kind of
makes
funny, man.
sports
Man,
so
I'm
fun.
I'm just
I
I'm just
vividly
creative,
remember
man.
playing at
That's
the
what can I
Rhodes House.
say?
Is it an easy place to play? No, but
Yeah,
when
I
everyone
mean, you
cheers
know,
against you, I think
not
there's
our
this
fault.
different
What's up, Jay
type of
Ham?
competitor that can come out that
Queen B
makes
is
the
in the
game
house.
fun. I've always loved that part about it.
Got really descriptive in my description tonight too. By the way.
2-1 to Giles. Takes that one in for a
Yeah, I like
strike.
it.
The stadium is. The
Might have to put a
reputation
patent on my shit.
is known
I'm so good at it.
by almost all of these players around the league.
Well,
So maybe something to be said about taking it
gotta
personal
suck.
when you come to a place like this.
Damn.
How about Hammond here?
All that
Strike away
hard
from
work and
scoreless
then
first.
all of a sudden
2-2 is
somebody just
lined over to
copies
second.
and
Bloom's
pastes
got
that
it.
shit.
So it is a
You know?
scoreless frame for the
Yeah.
Man, that was some hard work, man. I hate it when
nothing
people copy and
after
paste my
one
shit, man.
in Tuscaloosa.
Damn, it sucks.
A nice job by Allie Blum. It's getting up, making the out. We got a 0-0 ball game.
Well,
Let's go.
Kentucky, it seems like they got a little fight in them tonight. I have noticed that Kentucky's lost a lot of games in the SEC, but they've been very competitive.
they're competitive. Yeah, they
No,
are.
but- So they can up and beat you anytime. As a matter of fact, Ole Miss has only won at the time when I looked at the standings. They only won 2 SEC games all year.
Yeah,
And they were 2 games against Tennessee. Can you believe that shit?
yeah.
Their only SEC wins were against Tennessee. They beat Tennessee in 2 out of 3.
Yeah, it's it's misleading. Their record is misleading. What can you say? They seem to be much better than their record suggests, but yet their record's bad. I mean, it's bad.
I mean, they give Oklahoma a few good games, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Now, I know y'all got them pretty good in that last game, but they'd already rolled over by then. Yeah.
Look, in every game, I think in all 3 games, definitely the first 2, I think they scored first, if I remember correctly. They were getting runners on base. I mean, and I think we eventually run ruled them, but it was misleading.
They show up. Great support.
Look at
in this
that.
program.
Got a sellout going on.
Alabama rarely loses here.
Well,
in the
no, with some
postseason.
seats back
As they
there.
should.
I see some
We
empty
start the
seats back
second.
there.
Abby Hammond, that is Kentucky starting pitcher.
We got a Morgan Whalen concert in town this week, too. Tomorrow, Morgan Whalen's at Bryant Denny Stadium.
Chasing you like a shining whiskey.
Also, Ella Langley is going to be with me. She's pretty good, I hear.
Nice.
The most impressive series
She's an
wins
up-and-comer.
against Texas and Arkansas.
Is Ella Langley.
And this Tide team, they just keep cruising this season. Hammond pops it up. I don't know if there's going to be a play. Maybe there is. Giles could not.
Oh,
squeeze
come
it.
on.
They
Getting a lot
got
of
scared of each
backspin
other.
for a catcher on
I thought they
in
was
these
gonna collide.
situations. Tough play.
I mean, I hear you with the backspin, but
Burn,
this is one that Marley Giles will say 10 out of 10 times she should catch.
And for a senior. Slapped over to the left side, and so Hawkins got to field it deep in the hole, and so Kentucky makes the Tide pay there.
Yep,
Hammond puts it into play.
that's
She's
what
safe.
happens. You don't have a chance for an easy out, man. You bust it up.
Well, this is
You
one
get
of those
busted
for
up.
Abby Hammond when she turns on it. Ceylon Hawkins is
Get
kind of deep in the
bust.
hole. It's that additional bounce, that second bounce. Listen, if she would have
Wambalero says, "Konnichiwa."
She's deep in the hole.
Konnichiwa from
Power.
Okinawa, Japan.
Hey, are you gonna put a OU stream up at all? Well, actually, don't worry about it at first. I'll let you know if I need you to put one up.
All right, because I got myself on mute over there. I'm already in there.
And so before
Okay.
this Plotz at bat continues,
If you want to go in there and
Lawson, by the way,
you
was
got
able
to start
talk
the
with
music,
Scott
Yeah.
Mayer, the home plate umpire.
you can go in there and start the music and put your feet up.
Quick
Got
conversation.
about 5 minutes.
Continue.
I gotta
from
find.
Risky. It's a little high and away.
I got a feed. I got
Lots.
I got to feed from our normal spot. I'm not going to say where because I don't want nobody else knowing our secrets.
on that upward trend, Coach.
Just let
Lawson
me know,
said.
is it F or M?
And I just
It's
I know we keep going
MS.
back to it, but I mean, a heck of a schedule.
Yeah, M. I got you.
In the SEC with
In
Auburn to
Oklahoma
start,
now.
the Florida,
The
Yeah.
Kentucky and Alabama's
to
an F.
Georgia to Oklahoma to
Yeah.
Tennessee, and that
That's
was
pretty
Okay.
smooth.
Monday.
That's pretty
To
smooth.
Bama
I
this
gotta give
week
it
at
to you.
the
That's pretty
Rose House,
smooth.
to then finishing up with Texas.
Like signals.
It truly is not to be understated.
Yeah.
Listen, we know there's 15 teams in the league now. You only play 8
Well,
series,
you know,
so
man.
It goes without saying.
Meaning guys said last week
The
we
degree
come
of
up with some hand
difficulty
signals.
varies greatly between the conference schedules.
Honor the softball and
That's it
baseball
for a call,
world, you
third
know.
strike. So Brisky has got her first punch out of
For
the
F,
day.
it could
One
be
out.
this.
Hammond's still at first, and Maddie Clark bats next.
Right?
On it says drop ball, just
Say that again.
I said for
corners,
F, it could
lower
be
half
this.
on the outside
Yeah.
court. It's a really
The
pretty
funny thing
pitch.
is, the F is showing the Bama
Brisky,
game
that
before
strikeout is eye-popping.
the
Top 10 of the nation.
Oklahoma game.
She is just
Yeah, the Alabama game started at 5.
brilliant season to this point.
And I like the communication. I don't know
We'll
necessarily
do
what
this
it's
one
about,
for the M.
I know the pitching coach Lance McMahon is very big
Yes.
on like these athletes in the circle
Yes.
understanding the why, like why we're
It's like I'm
throwing
doing
it.
a
Like, to
YMCA.
really truly be a pitcher. I know stuff's called from the dugout.
Foul ground, 2 gone.
There we go.
Wells squeezes
Good
it in near the
defense.
dugout.
Didn't botch it this time.
All right, I'm gonna go.
He's just been very reliable for years now. So it's going to be a third straight season with 100 plus.
You already got some people
well
over there. You
that
got Fred
this year.
Bagley and Michael Surse over there.
Regan Oni takes that for a strike. I mean, she has
Fred Bagley
also
was the
been
first
this-
batter up.
in the ace role, so to speak.
Bill Breeze is going over there to handle business on the Oklahoma side of things, and I'm going to stay over here with you guys and gals.
This year, throwing it at 30%.
You like that?
I do. And then you can look at the drop ball. She tended to throw that a little bit more last year at a 42% clip, and she's actually thrown that a little bit less this year. And I just always love to go and look at year to year just what pitchers evolve
Reagan
with, what they tend to
Oni.
favor a little bit more. Everything is so matchup based.
0-2 with 2 gone. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a
Pair of
miss by
strikeouts
Reagan
for
Oni
Brisky
of
in the
Kentucky.
second. And Kentucky goes down quietly again.
Juan Bolero
Jocelyn
says he's going to
Brisky,
predict that the Tide
drop
wins the
ball for
regular
days,
season
and
title.
Reagan Oni
Yeah,
on
we
the
keep
inner
losing to
half
teams
to
like
seal it.
Sanford. I'm sure Kentucky could beat us. I'm sure Kentucky could beat us if Sanford can. That sort of was a wake up call, I hope, for Alabama.
Maybe someday.
All right, we are in commercial break of Alabama versus Kentucky. The live announcers will be back in just a second. If you're just coming in here, we only mute it during the commercials. That way y'all can get the best of both worlds. Y'all can hear us talk and hear the announcers talk as well.
retired the side without giving up any runs. It's off the outside edge. Patrick Murphy is not the only coach to look at things this way after a game like that. It ties to your point. The best teams are the ones that can move on quickly, can understand the highs and the lows, ebb and flow. It's in there for a strike. And you still look at the record, 39-4. They've won all 5 of their SEC series. They have cruised to this point, save for the stumble the other day. That's fouled away.
When I kind of look at a player like Jenny Young as almost that like unsung hero is what I've heard Coach Murphy say about her. And I really think about that Texas series. I mean, she had that big 3-run home run, and just those are the types of players that in moments, especially kind of as you're moving towards the bottom half of the lineup, that just are key pieces.
She rips this one out to the gap in left center. That's down. She's got extra bases. And so Young's hot bat continues to scorch. At 5 hits in that Auburn series a week ago, she gets this weekend started with extra bases.
Well, and this has to feel good to start off the second inning. She just stays on time. This is a changeup, body not fooled whatsoever, keeps her weight back and just launches this double to left center. Great piece of hitting and an opportunity here for Alabama to get something going. You're going to see Coach Rachel Lawson come out and call time, try to slow the momentum a little bit, but you love to see it. And Jenny Young.
You know, we talk so much about Alabama's pitching prowess, but the offense is certainly one of the strongest in the league as well.
And I think Coach Lawson going out potentially have a conversation about Vandegrift in that 6th spot. Obviously, is that triple threat, has moved down to the 6th spot from the leadoff. Just maybe the numbers weren't reflecting what a leadoff should really have, and almost kind of like can feel that leadoff a little bit in the 6th spot Coach Murphy had mentioned.
She rips this one. That's a base hit. Attacking that pitch. Rolls all the way to the wall. Young scores. Back-to-back doubles for Alabama in the second.
I would have loved to know the exit velo on this bad boy. This got away quick, and first pitch swinging. You love to see it, knowing that a pitcher tends to bring something in and around the zone early. They don't want to fall behind. And I honestly think there's just been pressure that's lifted off, moving her down into that 6th spot. I really do. 30% of the time, Vandegrift is swinging at that first pitch.
There's Anna Roman, dunks that one in for a base hit. The first 3 hitters have reached in this second against Hammond.
And they're doing a good job on jumping on pitches early. They're not letting Hammond get ahead. I think that really is what you're seeing from the first inning with Bama moving into the second inning. They are really swinging early in the count, and they're making it tough on the freshmen in the circle. And this is when you get the crowd fired up and you start to feel the heart rate elevate a little bit as a freshman pitcher. It's just to be able to call time, go out.
All right, I'm back over here.
Settle.
I had to take care of a few things, but I'm back. And I will holler at y'all now.
Clark, Allie Blum tend to at times be those in the infield.
Tammy Burton's in the house. She said, "Roll Tide, appreciate the support." Tammy Burton as always. Tammy Burton's always up in here.
Yep,
Always.
Always.
Not Johnny on the spot, but Tammy on the spot.
Getting ready to open.
All right. I am Senator says for the SEC regular season rankings. Name the top 10 for me, please. I don't have it available, but y'all can pull it up if you want to. I can pull it up later.
Hitting with runners on. Squares
Alabama's now up 1-0.
First, Roman took
in
off
my
the second. So you got
haste
2 in
to
scoring
make
position.
things great again over there on the other channel. Y'all stick around here. We're having fun here. Roll Tide,
this year.
Boomer Sooner.
2-year starter.
Can I get a Roll Tide
Well,
Boomer
from
Center.
Mississippi
Hallelujah.
State a couple of
Amen.
Years ago, and this is back-to-back years she's hit better than 300. Has been a reliable bat in the bottom half of that order. This one's over to the pitcher. Hammond's got it.
I shouldn't
So
be
she
on there
jammed
anymore,
her,
Richard. I think I took myself off there.
and there's one out. So while we have a moment, let's remind you, Saturday
Wambalero.
afternoon,
I'm
4
taking
Eastern
getting your
on
name right
ABC
finally.
with Xfinity.
Wambalero says could happen, maybe it will, but they are coming from behind it. And OU is number one right now, looking to stay there. Time will tell.
LSU, Florida, and number 12.
So saith, I am Sooner unto thee.
National championship. Pre-meet
So
will be
I am
covered
Sooner
for you at
brings
3:30.
the gospel that is college sports.
So 2 remain in scoring position here for Kristen White. That's the number 9 hitter from Phoenix City, Alabama.
I know the crowd didn't like that, but I sure did. When you can get that low pitch as a drop ball pitcher, the lower end of the zone, gosh, I'm going right back there.
That's slapped foul.
And there's just so much that goes into it for the pitchers in the sense of the things that they can look at on hitters, right? Where they're hot, where they're cold. And I think when I think of trying to beat someone like Kristen White, she's tough because she does slap, but tends to
Yeah, Richard, I'll remove myself from over there.
Low and away pitch.
But I am going to stay right here with this
I don't
game
want to give her anything
for a
in her
little
hot
while
spot.
anyway.
I want to try to get her to chase something off the plate.
And she does here, bounces it to third. They get the out. So that is just nice execution by Hammond.
And that's when the data
Nice black
tends
pants.
to
Like the
favor
form of those
the pitcher,
pants.
right?
Those pants are very athletic
system
looking.
overload. Oh my goodness!
I must
There's
say.
so much information. Just let me go out there and pitch. But
I love those black
when you
pants.
really are able to hit your spots and work your location, it can work into your favor to be able to get hitters out. Very hard to strike hitters out these days. So a ground out to me almost sometimes feels like a strikeout.
Well, and that's what she did last time she faced Papillo. Got her looking to get her evening started. So Hammond is 1 out away from stranding a couple of runners, allowed the 3 straight hits to begin the frame. Papillo waits on the 1-0, swings, lofts it deep out to center, but enough yard for Riddell, and Hammond executes under pressure that time. Bama gets 1, so it's 1-0.
Yeah, we should have scored more than that. We should have got at least 3 runs out of that shit.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich.
Back to our Wendy's commercial, making me hungry. Wendy's making me hungry. You can watch this game, Richard, and mute me over here. I mean, keep yourself on 2 feeds, and that way we get the retention on both feeds. If you want to do that, so you don't have to hear my voice during the Oklahoma game. Wambalero says Arkansas and Georgia at Love's Field, then A&M on the road. As far as the other Sooner Nation goes, that being Oklahoma. Alabama's schedule. Let me see what they got going on after Kentucky. Alabama versus Alabama softball. Well, we won't have no more stupid ass games like we did against Samford. All right. So you can see this weekend we play. All right. This is the schedule up till now. All right. So after Alabama gets through with the Kentucky series, they play UAB in a midweek game. Hopefully we don't lose that one too. That's on a Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Then we have a really important series in Knoxville. So Alabama's next SEC series is at Knoxville. We actually started on a Saturday. It's a Saturday through Monday, which is a little bit odd. We actually start that series on a Saturday at 3 p.m., as well as Sunday at 3 p.m., and then finish up on Monday, 6 p.m. in Knoxville, Tennessee. Now let's get y'all back to the action.
Knows how to turn it on a little bit differently.
We'll start the third here, Danielle. Riddell leads off against Brisky.
Well, I just think back to a couple years ago when Tennessee was the 3 seed, and remember Bama having to go to them for that super regional. And
If y'all want to watch
Madison
both
Shipman, Eric
feeds,
Freed on that call, the
just mute
extra
me over
innings,
here
and
and then go
just
over
the
there and open
grit
up
of that
a
Bama
separate
team. And I know
window
the
on
week
your
prior they had that
computer or on
14 inning
your
game, I want to say, in
phone
the SEC tournament,
and
and
watch
just
both feeds,
it's
and
a
that
team
way
that
we
knows
get
how to turn
retention
on and they
on
know
both
how to win. And I've loved
streams.
seeing Jocelyn
If y'all can do
Brisky
that
turn
for
into
me.
just kind of that leader in her junior year.
Yeah, she's been a tone setter. Great pitch there. So the count evens against the number 9 hitter, Riddell. It's the freshman from St. Louis. And this program, quite simply,
After the end
is one
of
of the
this
nation's elites
third
year
inning,
in and year out.
I'm
Powerhouse
going to go
program.
there and check on
2-2 is tapped
the
foul.
Oklahoma feed.
Well, it knows the importance, too, of winning simply because you want to host. You want to be here for a regional. You want to be here for a super regional. Like that percentage of teams that are able to make it to Oklahoma City when they get to host, I mean, it's dangerous. So especially with this crowd.
Brisky looking for a third strikeout. There it is. That's back-to-back and 3 out of the last 4. So she is
Brisky tearing you ass in that, boy.
half of this order.
Kip Breeze will be happy. Brisky's tearing them on
going
your
down,
ass.
down to then just changing the eyes to something up in the zone. And that is just like pitching 101. So
Brisky
great to
has
be able to
become
just
Brisky.
absolutely just change up the game plan, climb the ladder.
Sleeman put one into player last time up, but this is a ground out. There's 2 quick outs.
Come on, Bama.
You mentioned just
And we
postseason.
get up to bat. We need to score some more runs, man. Be leaving bases stranded on second and third, man.
They have
Can't be leaving those
number
stranded.
2
You
in
at
the
least get
nation.
one run out of that.
Last
Should
time
be
they
up
were ranked
2-0.
number 1, that was in
At
the
most.
preseason before
At
that
least,
little
not
faded
most.
2020
least.
season. So they this is one of their better starts
5 home runs
to
for
a
Allie
season in a
Bloom.
long time. This is Allie
22
Blum, who doubled her
RBIs.
last time up. I mean, all the numbers look very good right now for Alabama. That's at the knees for a strike.
Well, and then with the series that they have left, finishing this one with
Brisky on a damn
Kentucky,
air
and then
tonight,
they're
boy.
going to Tennessee. I really feel like
Yeah.
that's a big one of just kind of seeing what they're really made of. That postseason, I know Tennessee has been struggling a little bit.
All right, this is chasing White all the way back near the wall. That's the third out.
Way on
A
that.
long, loud out.
Yeah, we'll go to
Brisky
commercial
is now
break,
retired
and I'll
6
put
in a
myself
row.
on
She's
mute, but
looking
we
good.
will be back shortly after these commercial breaks.
Why is everyone so fired up? It's a Stanley Cup playoffs. Most exciting playoffs out there. A two-month roller coaster filled with sudden deaths, good old-fashioned chaos, and a beauty we call Jesus. There's action on the ice and in the studio. Every series is a statement.
big on like that visualizing. She really is. She needs to focus.
Oh,
on those
yeah,
little
inside
things.
corner, Danielle,
Yeah.
for a called third strike. So she has gotten Papillo and Wells looking both.
Really pretty pitch. Like this is picture
That
perfect.
Kentucky pitcher's on fire too,
Like,
man.
and these are like the
These
different
two
pitches
pitchers
that
going at
you
it,
put
boy.
up in the memory
Not
banks
another
as a
1-0
pitcher, and
game
when you
like
need to
in-
look
like the
back
Auburn
to it, I
game,
gotta execute
was the
a
first
drop
day.
ball right now under pressure, righty on the dish. That's something you pull from the mental piggy bank of like, all right, I've seen myself do it this game. Money pitch.
Starts Taylor off with that pitch on the inside edge, missed there.
Did it miss? I think it was just called for a strike the
Well,
pitch prior.
I'll say this, based on how the strike zone has looked so far through 3
Henry
innings,
Taylor
I was
with
half
a
expecting that one to be
375
called as
batting
well.
average.
Nevertheless, we got the 1-0 coming. That one is wrapped back up the middle. So
Really
it's a
hit.
one-out base
Right on
runner
the
for
middle.
Alabama.
Base
You've
hit
got
for
the
Alabama.
heart of the order up
One
here.
out, one on.
They're leading 1-0, looking to add to that.
On Ambry Taylor, I mean, this
Please,
pitch
God,
is just
add
up a
to
little
it.
bit
Please,
on the outside part of the
softball
plate,
gods,
but I
come
think it's a
down
drop
and
ball that
bless
needed to be down
the
a
Crimson
little bit.
Tide
Good
Nation.
piece of hitting by Taylor.
Marley Giles hits next. You know, and for Hammond, a rookie season is always a unique one for any pitcher, particularly in this league. Swing and a drive. That one is back near the wall.
Go!
Reach! Did she get it?
Did she get it?
That's Odie who went crashing into the wall.
Man,
To
gone.
get back to her feet. She is okay, and that ball did ultimately leave the yard.
Oh,
A
man, I
brilliant
thought we
effort
caught it
from
for a minute
Regan
there.
Odie.
Gone.
Is in some discomfort here. Danielle, I thought she got a glove on it at the wall.
I did too. And man, the all out effort. Giles, she turns on this for sure. Off the bat, I thought it was out, no doubt. But I love the track by Oni in the outfield. Oh, it was close, and she just smashes her face into the wall, and that hurts. You love that effort, man. It's so key, all out. Like as a pitcher, like catch or no catch. Like those are just
And
the
as
little
Holy
moments,
Alliance
knowing
said,
that
we
your
need to get out
teammates
to
are
about a
behind
40
you,
nothing lead would
giving
be
it
nice. 3 to
their
nothing, though.
all.
I'll take that right
Made
now,
her best
Holy
effort to
Alliance.
try to track
And
that.
there it
Just
is, he
came up
said.
short,
Right after
but
you said it, man. You brought us good
match is
luck.
okay.
Yeah, she is okay, and it is Marley Giles' 5th homer of the season to put the home team up 3-0. And so that is 73 home runs now on the season for Alabama. They're top 15 in the nation. They have been quite simply one of the
Got
best home
21
run hitting
likes
teams
already.
all
Got a
year.
button. Come in here,
And
just
so
smash the like button.
Kentucky
It's free.
makes a pitching
Smash the like
change.
button and
So Nutter
subscribe to the
replaces
channel.
Hammond.
Those two are absolutely
She's
free.
out there at the bases. empty
Subscribing really
next.
gets us crunk up, gets that party bigger, gets it larger, gets the numbers up for the algorithm.
His phone is addicted
And
to
we
him.
are in a commercial break for whatever reason. So we'll let that commercial break percolate just a little bit. And while they do that, let's go in here for a second. I'll be right back. If the game starts back up with me, I will be right back.
to be seen on ESPN. Big series coming up, the final few weeks of this SEC slate. Great place to start tonight. We got number 1 and number 2 in the nation back to back. Alabama and Kentucky to kick it off. Oklahoma and Arkansas will follow us. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Audrey Vandegrift. That one's in for a strike.
So that Arkansas-Oklahoma game is actually playing right now at the same time as ours. They had to change it because of weather. So the conclusion of the game, we will know when our game is done, but they did have to change that. I know my girl Amanda Scarborough was going to be on that game, and
this is bounced over to the right side. That's the second out. Yeah, good call, partner. Yep. So that's a huge series.
and knowing the importance of making sure you get those games in, right? So like sometimes you gotta leave a TV window, as sad as it is, and make sure you get that game in. I know Scarborough's been given some games with that weather. I know she was at Stanford for that Florida State last weekend, and they dealt with a little bit of weather out in Palo Alto.
You're saying the bad luck is following her?
It's following her, but she's been having electric games. I mean, the Grand Slam for Stanford.
Yep.
I mean, the sweep that Stanford had over Florida State.
Yeah, Florida State.
Mean, are you kidding me?
Well, if that doesn't maybe change the trajectory of a season.
Agreed.
This is tight to Anna Roman.
All right. 3-0 Alabama.
Conference title races unfolding in these final few weeks of the
Got a little
regular
breathing
season,
room now.
as well as tournament seeding positioning.
The Sooner game is
The stakes just
should
keep
be on
raising
right now, Paula.
as
What you
each
can do
week
is
plays
put
out.
me on mute and go over there and listen to Killer Breeze do the play-by-play.
Roman
and,
took a mighty cut
yeah.
at that prior pitch. Swings and pops this
We'd
one
love to
up.
keep you
Is
over
there
here
enough
if
room?
you
That one
want
is
to stay.
foul down the line.
Matter of fact, if you want to
And
come on here
so
live with
Nutter
me, you
is a
can,
strike
Paula.
away.
If you want to come on live with me,
From
I'll
getting
put a
out of
link
the
in
third.
here,
Alabama has scored
and I'll
twice
let you
here
do the Alabama game.
after Giles' two-run blast.
Well, Anna Roman, someone that just came in and made an impact right away as a freshman. I mean, had a really healthy fall, was swinging it well, almost made it like there's no way you could not have her in the lineup when you kicked off. And I know it was mentioned of just kind of her travel ball upbringing, and she'd kind of always played against the big dogs. I know I had helped coach the PGF All-American games, and she was on my team along with Kendall Wells last summer, and just getting to be around them, and I just the excitement she had finally getting to go to Bama. It's almost like they go back to being little kids, right? Like just that giddiness of like, I'm leaving for school next week, but it was cool for me to be around them. And Kendall Wells was like one of the coolest athletes for me to be around. She was so humble. Did I know she'd be at 32 home runs, chasing the home run record of Lauren Espinoza at 37? I can't say that was going to be on my baseball
Wild
card
pitch
this
by
year.
the Kentucky Wildcats.
I love that it is. She's a beast.
Let's not bury the lead. I think it's your coaching acumen here, evidently. It's the magic touch.
It is enough. Don't, has nothing to do with me. Nice try.
So what's next up? She's got 32 now. First things first, she's going for the Oklahoma
The 9
single
on
season
X,
record. This is
and
Hawkins
1
now,
on Outlaw
runners and
Sports
corners.
Network.
She's 2 away from that. And as you mentioned,
Got 'em
5
dipped
short
out.
of tying the Division I record.
Them dipped out.
Espinoza, Arizona, Pac-10, baby. RIP.
Does it not feel like, and you talk to these coaches about it often, or the Pac-10 from yesteryear is kind of like what the SEC is now. A phrase you hear often, there's no get right weekend anywhere in this league. This one's lifted out to right. And so that retires the side. Giles goes yard, puts Alabama in front 3-0. We'll talk to the Kentucky coach, Rachel Lawson.
No, we won't. No, we won't. I'll be right back, guys and gals. Don't you go
Counts full.
You know what I just respect the heck out of is these pitchers can just move on to next pitch, right? Like, boom, is that close? Yes. Do I want it? Yes. Next pitch mentality, can't control it. Let's go.
There's the second out. You know, that near symmetry that you're talking about against righties and lefties this year for Brieske, can that speak to just the consistency overall in this breakout season, how she handles a lineup?
Yeah, I mean, I think sometimes there's just this switch of like, I have 2 years left, right? Struggled a little bit in her sophomore year, and I think you come to this realization that, like, what do I want to leave? I got 2 years left.
Now she really is dialed in. That is now 9 straight retired. She's got a 2-hit shutout going through 4. We'll talk to her head coach next.
I promise to love you, to feed you the food you deserve.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients, and it lives on in every bowl you fill.
I promise to be your best friend forever.
Philly boy. Philly boy, he always follows his nose. Philly boy. Off toward dinner, he boldly goes, 'cause he knows how to make pasta creamy, how to make it rich, making dishes better. That's his niche. Make it really Philly good.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back. Break away to what's possible with Tremfya. With rapid remission at 12 weeks and fewer bowel movements and less abdominal pain at 4 weeks. Most patients achieve remission at 1 year, and some patients saw visible healing of the intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Alumni weekend this weekend in Tuscaloosa. 30 years of Alabama softball being celebrated. You see Patrick Murphy, the longtime boss. He got a little tribute there on the video board of many Tide players from years ago. Had some great things to say about him. His team's got a 3-0 lead. Let's say hello, by the way, to the Hall of Famer, Coach Murphy. We appreciate you doing this. We got to start there. What was it like this weekend in general, watching that tribute on the video board? What did that mean to you? What does this weekend mean?
It meant a lot. But first, welcome to the Rhodes House. Danielle, welcome back. It's great to have you both here. But unbelievable. But for 30 years, and I don't know if you know this, Mr. Fitzgerald, but I've been here for 30 years, and I've basically recruited every single person that played in this park. So one of the coolest things is I know everybody that played, you know, managers, trainers, SIDs, you name it. It's a big family, and I absolutely love it.
Well, I want to say that it had me tearing up because we had the camera on you, and I don't know if it's the mama in me, but just the older I get, like, it's hard to stay at a program for 30 years, Coach. Like, it is absolutely incredible. So I need to say congratulations. But what I want to ask is just the importance of Brieske and that vet leadership, right? And how important she's going to be as you continue to move on to mentor, voting, but just what you're going to need from her.
Yeah, exactly what she's doing tonight. And you know, yesterday before practice, we did a little affirmation thing, and one of the teammates affirmed Brieske on her. Number one, her mental game this year is so much better. And you know, as a pitcher, if you don't have it upstairs, you're probably not going to have it on the field. And she is so much better this year. She's in absolute control of her entire body. It's been fun to watch. She's given us a great start every single time her name's on the lineup card.
Well, Coach, she's locked in. She's retired 9 in a row. Hey, we appreciate you doing this, and enjoy this weekend.
Yeah, thanks for being here, guys.
When I guess when you talk about Patrick Murphy, the game is trying to pick one of the accolades, the accomplishments, the honors. 30 years in Tuscaloosa. They're essentially regulars in Oklahoma City year in and year out, the national championship in 2012. And maybe the most polite head coach in the league there.
Yeah. Called you Mr. Fitzgerald. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't done that. Just going to go with Kevin.
Yeah, I wasn't. No offense. None taken. Don't worry. We start this home fourth with Kristen White. Alabama's got the 3-0 lead. So you agree with a lot of what he's mentioned about Brisky?
I agree with Brisky. I agree with him talking about how incredible it is that everyone that's come through this program, he's recruited.
Yep.
Like, you look around at this stadium and the atmosphere of what it's like to play here. This is the stadium that, Murph built. Like, that hits different. And I think the older that I get, and I continue to be so fortunate to be involved in the game, you just respect the hell out of those coaches that are just in the thick of it all the time, that have been at programs for as long as they have, and the culture and the tradition that they build, and the athletes that want to come back. And some of the greats you think about at Bama, like I saw Kelly Kretschmann, who I was fortunate enough to play with professionally. I mean, I had a text from Haley McClinney, like, these are women that have competed for Olympic medals that he has brought through programs. Kayla Bro and I worked with, ESPN. She was one of my loyal friends that helped me kind of figure this gig out a little bit. But it's special. Murph was a part of when Team Canada beat Team USA in 2005 at the World Cup of Softball. Like, he was there for one of the coolest moments of my career just before I headed to college.
Quite simply a powerhouse program in the sport for a long time now. 2-2 is coming to White. This is Haley Nutter back in the circle. First full inning of work. I thought that one bounced up and hit White.
Yeah. And this was a
Assuming
Bama
that hit her when
team.
she was in the box, it looked like.
This was a Bama team that, we'll just take a peek at this real quick. It almost was like a double hit. She hit it and then it bounced again off the end of her bat. And this is almost similar to, I'm not going to say Arizona ground, but the front of the box here at Bama is hard. When you slap, you're definitely able to play around and do what you want to do. I know Coach Lawson said it was almost like a trampoline park out front. We have not seen any challenges today. Looks like Coach Lawson's going to challenge.
I thought she was still in the box.
Kentucky is challenging that the batter was out of the batter's box when the double hit occurred. That play is under further review.
All right, so we're going to slow this one down and try to get a very good look at it.
It's important to look at the feet of Kristen White after she hits it. I think it's going to stand. I think she'll be staying in a 2-2 count.
You get the two challenges, and so Lawson uses one here. Yep, this is
After
quick.
review, the call in the field is confirmed. The batter was in the batter's box for a foul ball. This will be Kentucky's first challenge with one remaining.
Well, that was the new rule this year that I actually really, really liked. If you use your challenge and it works in your favor, you get to keep it.
Yep.
So I think that sometimes gives coaches that sense of like, all right, if I really feel in my gut that this is going to go my way, I want to use it. And I also think when you're in the bottom of the fourth inning, you haven't used a challenge yet, it makes sense.
That's just a little tight, and the count runs full to Kristen White. Feels like this zone has tightened up a little bit.
Are you trying to poke the
middle
bear?
innings.
You poking the bear? I'm just kidding.
Payoff.
But
And that's down and away.
But that's a pitch that has been called, though. Like, that pitch has been called earlier on in the
Yes.
day. We saw it against Kristen White in her last at bat where she fed the left side of the field. Hammond knew that, like, she struggles a little bit with that low and away, and obviously it doesn't get called.
Listen, and everybody out there is giving it their best. You know, Alexis Papillo bats next. But I do want to ask you something in regard to that in a moment. Papillo, the electric leadoff hitter. As a pitcher, you've been there. The zone starts to change as your outing unfolds. How do you manage that, so to speak?
Yeah, it's tough. The old me would have had moments of struggle with it, but I know that there's not a whole lot you can control, right? That's the next pitch mentality has to be where you're at. I was really big on that focal point at a park, put my glove over my face, getting out what I needed to get out, and eye contact with a teammate, because sometimes it does. It can wear on you. Man, the strike zone sometimes seems to shrink in moments. So, like, trying to figure out what it is that gets you out of that mentality. But you're, at times, Kevin, seeing pitchers have to bring the ball more over the white of the plate. And that's something that I hope changes a little bit as we move forward. I'd be okay with, like, not having such a small strike zone with the pop and power that you're seeing from the offenses these days. I think they should be able to get a corner.
Yeah. By the way, one of the stories tonight, Papillo, you see, is hitless today. She has got that 39 game on base streak. Look, they've only played 43 games. There's only been one game that she has failed to reach base. And so what's she going to get here with a 2-2 pitch on the way from Nutter in her first full inning? Swings, pops it up. And so White's got to head back to first, and you got one out. And so Papillo has struck out, flown out to deep center, and right there pops out to Blum. That's an impressive streak.
Oh.
Goodness gracious. Shows you just how effective she has been in her senior season. What a great, just a transformational offseason.
And having a tough conversation, right? Like,
there's Wells, hits it hard to right. It's gone! Brooke Wells goes yard. It's her 19th of the season.
19 bombs. Go and get it. I was thinking about getting Mexican tonight, and this Alpo Taco just solidified that for me. Such a good piece of hitting, goes with it. I love the fear factor she brings in the 2 spot in the lineup. 19 home runs for the sophomore.
Ambry Taylor now hits with nobody on. 74 home runs for Alabama as a team. 7th in single season history. So they are climbing the ranks. I think the record is a little more than 100. 104 they hit in 2010. They just get a little closer every game. Taylor has gone yard 9 times this year. $5-0 lead for the Tide in these middle innings. It was Giles who went yard last frame, and Wells does so here in the 4th. That's a 4-pitch walk. So before Marley Giles comes up to hit once again, let's remind you, this year's NFL Draft, it's in Pittsburgh. The 3-day event begins next Thursday at 8 Eastern. ESPN is going to once again have every pick for you. Coverage also available on the NFL Network. And as always, ABC's coverage focuses on the prospect's journey to the draft. Goodness, next week, draft sneaks up on you. It's that time of year.
Next week?
Next week.
May 4th. You're rushing me, my man. Don't rush me. The AUSL draft.
You really held it there. I was, yeah. By the way, here's the here's the blast for Marley Giles. And even she was wondering, wait, did that get over? It did. past Oni's outstretched mitt, her 5th homer of the season. What she got is an encore.
And it kind of was one of those sneaky situations where, like, it looked like potentially Oni was going to keep it in her glove. You didn't know, did she catch it? You don't really want to celebrate because she had hurt herself.
And that one ultimately, it got out by, what, maybe a foot or two.
Yeah, it was close.
Oni nearly got a mitt on it. Giles has to protect here. 4-year tied player. It's impressive. Waves and misses. First strikeout for Nutter.
But it's the pitch prior that she was able to get for a strike that sets up that next pitch. So sometimes the inconsistencies of, like, okay, can I get that drop ball for a strike? Can I not? Can be hard sometimes for a pitcher to figure out, like, in moments, like, what I'm able to go with. But that was such a good setup by Nutter.
Starts Jenna Young off with a strike. 18th appearance on the year for Nutter. She's logged more than 50 innings. ERA is hovered right around 3.50. It has just been a challenging SEC slate for Kentucky as they play another ranked opponent. This is going to be 7 straight SEC series for Kentucky against a top 15 ranked SEC team. So not all schedules are created equal. And Kentucky's is, all right, are you putting your stamp, is it DL approved? This is the toughest in your eyes?
I do. I really think
there
that,
it is.
that Kentucky, I know I've said who they've played a couple times.
It's fouled away.
But they started out with Auburn, then they played Florida, they had Texas A&M, they had Georgia, they had Oklahoma at Oklahoma, Tennessee at home, and that mic'd up Monday, and then Bama. So you're planning to play Oklahoma at their space and Bama at Rhodes House. Like, they are getting battle tested.
Good luck.
And I think too, like, yeah, it stinks to not win. I know that can definitely be frustrating, but some of these freshmen are getting some really healthy innings of experience that I think if you can look at it through that lens of it may not feel good putting runs up, but what am I learning? What do I feel? What does a crowd make me feel like? What is pressure? Like, puts yourself in a position, especially going into your sophomore year where you've learned a lot. Like, how can I put this into, you know, next year when that comes around, what I was able to learn?
Oh, and Nutter has embodied that. She really was, in a lot of ways, the headliner, so to speak, during their start to their season. That's away, so she's walked a couple of batters, make it 3 in this inning. Get 2 on, 2 out. Audrey Vandegrift is going to hit in a moment. For Nutter, remember, she was in the cast not long ago, suffered the injury, just got out of it a little more than a week ago. So this is her second appearance back in the circle since she missed a bit of time with an injury. Vandegrift doubled in a run last time up. So Alabama, they can inflict some damage here. Vandegrift spoils that foul.
I mean, if Vandegrift went yard here, you'd have 3 outs left for Kentucky. It would be in that one
Trigger, you're
territory.
right. Imagine that. That would change the equation. Bouncer, back up the middle, a reach, a flip, and out at second. And so the question is, yeah, Patrick Murphy he's making the signal right now. I think he is going to ask the umpiring crew to take a look at this. That was a very quick challenge signal.
Alabama is challenging the play at second base. The call in the field is out. The play is under further review.
Well, I thought maybe at first glance, Young got to the base. Do you think she got there? I thought she might have slid in. Maybe the cleat doesn't get down. Let's take a look. got to disappear into the back of the mitt.
Gonna probably need this angle right here.
This should be a good angle.
Yeah, I think she's out. I remember there has to be enough. This is a. I mean, I got to say that the call is going to stand based on what I've seen, but I've seen crazier things happen, Kevin.
Right
so.
there. Yeah, you would think, is that sufficient enough evidence?
But can we also say how great of a play that was by Clark to be able to get that ball up the middle and her teammates there? Great play.
There was that initial bobble that hit off of the bare hand before it was finally secured in the mitt by Blum. All right, here we go.
After review, the call in the field stands. The runner is out. This is Alabama's first challenge. They have one remaining.
And so the inning does ultimately come to a close. Alabama, though, adds to its lead.
Well, I'm loving this sophomore Brooke Wells. She is electric. Oppo Taco for her 19th bomb of the season. Bama up 5-0.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
His phone is addicted to him. He is still the most interesting man in the world.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
Oh no! Our water line broke. It could cost a fortune to get a contractor to come fix it, and it's not covered by homeowners insurance.
That's why you should have HomeServe.
It's the emergency of HomeServe.
When your water line breaks, HomeServe sends a qualified contractor to fix it and pays for the covered repairs.
With HomeServe, the American dream of owning a home doesn't need to be a nightmare.
Plans from HomeServe start at just $4.99 a month.
Call 1-833-526-8408 or visit homeserve.com.
Welcome to the future of entertaining. No mess, no measuring. Just bar quality cocktails at the push of a button. Whatever the moment calls for, Bartesian delivers. The kind of cocktails you dress up for without leaving your home. It's not just easy, it's impressive. Bartesian, premium cocktails on demand. For a limited time, save $100. Visit bartesian.com/cocktails.
ESPN is your home for the Women's College World Series. Coverage begins May 28th on ABC, ESPN, and ESPN2. That road to Oklahoma City, it's always a daunting, challenging one. We did mention, by the way, Alumni Weekend here in Tuscaloosa. We start this fifth inning, by the way. Plots at the plate and Brisky in the circle.
Fouts
in
the house.
Get some big names back.
Oh, so fun. This is incredible. I know that they had
You want some numbers? Yeah, okay.
80
You got 'em.
alumni and about 180 total with like kids and spouses.
Family.
That's so much fun. That's what it's all about. Like that has to feel so good for Murph to look out to the stands. And then this weekend, I know they have an alumni brunch tomorrow morning, like, and getting to be around like your players' kids. Oh, I don't know. That's the mom in me, but that's the stuff that gets kind of choked up.
This one's hitting the air to center. White's got it lined up. Plotz is retired. It's not just, as you mentioned, the careers that they turn in on the field. You hear a lot of coaches mention this. It's not just between the lines. It's how these these athletes, develop as people in their years.
Well,
and a coach like, Murphy's very proud of that.
They continue to keep coming back. I think that is a testament to just the leadership style and how incredible, Coach Murph is and the staff that surrounds him. Like, these athletes come back. They celebrate Alumni Weekend every year. You may not get every single one, of course, but 80 flying in for the weekend?
It's a hard VIP list to get. Yeah, it's just this RSVP list. It's a tough party to get into.
How do I get invited post-game? That's what I want to know.
It's on the outside corner for a strike to Clark. We talked with Murphy about it an inning ago. That tribute, the reception pregame, is current and former players. A lot of them recorded messages. That one is hit hard. That's a nice base hit for Clark. The shortstop is aboard with one out. And so that snaps the stretch of 10 straight batters retired. Clark gets to second after the error. Kentucky's got a base runner in scoring position.
When a good piece of hitting by Maddie Clark takes it right back up the middle. And just like those little things, right? They make big differences. Is that a play that Kristen White normally makes? No. But Maddie Clark takes full advantage and moves herself up 60 feet.
Yeah, that is a strange one. But nevertheless, Kentucky's got a runner in scoring position. So this is Hensley at the plate, quickly behind in the count, 0-2. She replaced Reagan Oney, who left this game a couple innings ago. Remember when she crashed into the wall trying to make a home run robbing catch. 3 pitches, and down goes Hensley. 4th strikeout today for Brisky.
And this is just absolutely filthy. Just look at the downward spin. That 12-6 down rotation, that makes it so tough when you just have the true drop spin of someone like Jocelyn Brisky.
Oh, the runner's on the move. Third baseman gets the out. Inning is over. 5 shutout innings for Jocelyn Brisky.
These eyes love a bold frame.
These go classic every time.
These eyes change the outfit. These are the outfit.
Got your prescription ready? Let's talk style at America's Best.
We tried everything to get a great yard.
Doing it ourselves.
Different lawn care companies.
But with True Green, we finally got a golf course quality lawn.
That's when the golfers showed up.
Whoa, she's a beaut.
I told ya. So now we get our weekends back.
Did you know it was this kind of tea time?
Everybody knew. Good luck with that.
Our lawn has never looked better.
You playing through?
True Green, the easiest way to get a golf course quality lawn.
Fairways look great.
Sign up now at truegreen.com.
Cars are cool. Rental cars are not cool. It's cool when you can pick the exact car you want, exactly where you want, for exactly what you need. No one needs this. Turo. Rent a car, not a rental car.
Catch the ball with the championship on the line. He's being guarded by the tallest man in the world.
I believe in you.
This is wonderful news. It means he's finally sleeping deeply enough to dream, thanks to his Inspire implant. And Robin's sleeping better too. If CPAP doesn't work for you, check out Inspire Therapy, a proven sleep apnea treatment. No mask, no hose, just sleep. Learn more and view safety info at inspiresleep.com.
It all comes down to this for these gymnasts, a national championship. Who will hoist the trophy? Tune in Saturday on ABC to find out.
Coming up this Saturday, 3:30 Eastern. Remember, 3 SEC teams in the mix for that gymnastics championship. And tonight in Tuscaloosa, you are watching the SEC on ESPN. Back at Rhodes Stadium, where Alabama has got the 5-0 lead in this series opener. Danielle, they are trying to keep the good times rolling. They have won 5 straight SEC series. That's all 5 of them. And they're trying to get this weekend started on good footing. Bottom 5, Anna Roman leads off against the freshman Haley Nutter.
I think the the thing for Kentucky right now is just eliminating those walks, right? I think that really is kind of the difference.
Oh, this one is hit hard, deep out to center. There it goes. Goodbye. Roman goes yard. Her 11th of the year.
Well, and just absolutely ready for it. Takes it dead center. Left a little bit on the outside or over the heart of the plate a little, but I mean, just front foot down, just mashes it. Takes the ball right back, dead center. You love to see it. 11 home runs from that 7 spot. You like that fear factor from the bottom half of the lineup.
This freshman from Oviedo, Florida, has just had a really fine season. That's the 22nd, by the way, multi-homer game for Alabama as a team. They've got the 3 tonight. Roman joins Wells and Giles, who have gone deep today. Yeah, feeling good right now. Hawkins gets hit, so she is on. Just seems like they have got Alabama. Just got a nice chemistry. There's this continuity. I mean, the record is outstanding. And you can say what you will about who they played, this, that, and the other. They've won every single, all 5, I should say, of their SEC series. Most notably, winning a series against Texas and Arkansas.
Those are big bodies of work when you really look at it. And I mean, getting to host both of those series here, and I know I've said it a couple times, but with this crowd and the energy that they are able to bring is huge.
They just rarely lose here. There's Brisky. It's been 5 shutout innings for the junior. And so Kentucky is going to the pin. Hammond back out there. We'll take a timeout.
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms can keep coming back.
Break away to what's possible with Tremfya.
The only IL-23 blocker for Crohn's and UC to offer self-administration from the start.
With symptom relief as early as 4 weeks, remission at 12 weeks, 1 year, and even 2 years.
Some had visible healing of their intestinal lining. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya.
Backed by over 15 years of clinical research. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Abby Hammond, the freshman from Lex.
All right. Been over there helping Kill Briggs with the Oklahoma stream. I want to come back over here for just a second and see what's going on around here. Alabama is up 6-0. I've been watching the game from afar. We've got a multi-stream going, so I'm back and forth between these 2 games. But those of y'all that are in here watching, please hit the like button and subscribe button. Subscribing especially lets them know we're up and on the air, lets you know that we're just getting bigger and stronger every day. It gets the party bigger, gets a bit more crunk. So hit that subscribe button if you can. It really helps.
workday at 6. This is the leadoff hitter, Alexis Papillo. All right.
Now I got the game back up on
for her to get on base.
There we go.
People
If there's, that's a
It's
6-0
42 or
score. This
43
is
games
the
this season.
bit of drama. That's bounced hard right to first. The runner advances. That's Pate to third. And so here's Papillo, 0 for 4. So the question is, will she get another at-bat again if her team keeps piling it on right now? Remember, there's the potential for a run rule provision. Let's put it this way, we'll see. But 39 straight games Papillo had reached safely. And today she's 0 for 4. Does not take away from, right now she has played a bona fide all-conference level season. I think you can start to debate at this point whether or not it's all-American worthy. Just a really good season at the plate. Physically, in the off-season, took her training to another level. This is Brooke Wells, by the way.
Well, in a hard
What's up,
meeting of
David Moyer?
expected to be
David
better.
Moyer
And
from
really
the
look herself in the mirror and be like, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put in the work. I
attention
promise
over
you
here
that.
as well.
It's just so much more
Boy, she's
confidence
done.
going
You
into
must
this
be
year.
talking
Coach
about
Murphy
it in
said because she
Oklahoma
knows
City.
she can do it. She
Over
believes
here,
it. She trusts the work.
we're not even close to done.
And that's really what
We're up
it
6
comes
nothing
down to. I think at
on
times,
the
like,
Kentucky Pussycats.
you realize you grind your whole life as a little kid in this sport to go to college for 4 years. Like, you have 4 years, but you've dedicated your time from probably 7 or 8 or 9 years old up until you move to that, next opportunity. So, man, you want to, like, it's almost like you want to wring out the towel. How much can I get out of these 4 years? So, man, it's just been really cool to hear about Papillo and the grind of the off-season work. And you can just see the leadership and the way she carries herself. She's kind of your ride or die.
Hammond wanted, by the way, no part of Wells, that 4-pitch walk. So you got runners at the corners with 2 gone. Well, Papillo started her career at Northern Iowa. Remember, Murphy, he's an Iowa native himself. So it was 2 really good seasons before coming over to join this club in the offseason ahead of last year. She was good last year. This season, great. And Murphy has been very candid about discussing that. This is entirely a player who said she was going to do certain things in the offseason. He goes, a lot of players say it. She actually followed through with it. So pinch runner over at first. This is Ambry Taylor at the plate. And so again, which direction is this game going to swing here in the bottom of the 5th
Anybody wants
inning?
to come on live?
Pate is at
and you're
third.
in the
Griggs
gallery,
the
let me
pinch
know. I'll
runner
put a
at
link in
first.
here. I'll let you
Taylor
come in and
today
call the
1
game
for
while I
2,
go back
also
and forth to the
walked.
Oklahoma game. Yeah, I want to.
Runner on the go.
I'll be back in
so
a second.
2
I'll
in
put
scoring
myself on mute.
position for the Tide. And so and now it's certainly worth mentioning. Again, we're in the home 5th. The run rule provision at the college.
But I'm going to watch
level
the end of
at
this inning first. You see if
one team
Alabama
leads
goes
by
up
8
more.
or more
Because
after
we could get a run rule game here.
at least 4.5. The game's over. Wave and a miss.
If Alabama scores 2 runs here, this will
Let
be
me
a
put it
run
more
rule
simply.
game. Game
If
over.
Alabama scores these 2 runs right here, the
It's
game is
game
over
over.
right now.
Yep.
Beat you to it, bitch.
Got to keep it simple from time to time, I guess. 2-1. That's fouled back. And so if you're Nutter, this is the one you want to, excuse me, Hammond, you want to
Attack.
dig down deep. Yeah. I mean, just close the door right here to keep this game going.
And did a good job. Started 2-0 on Ambry Taylor and works herself back through great competitive pitches to work it back to 2-2.
Hammond coming home. Off speed, had full Taylor, and she just got a piece of it.
And it's back-to-back-to-back swings by Taylor where she just hasn't looked confident in her swing, right? She's worked back in the count. Listen, you got to wait. That's the goal when you step in the box. Like, I got to foul something off. I got to wait for something. But on the flip side, Hammond's done a good job of kind of throwing pitches and forcing her to chase.
Swing and a miss, inning over. And so Hammond, the rookie, digs down deep and shuts the door. So we play on into the 6th. Alabama does get one, and so it's a 6-0 lead.
His phone is addicted to him. He is still the most interesting man in the world.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
She's still out. I found an apartment.
It's a lot closer.
You got the love. You got the love. You got the love.
Let's go
Dad, can we go for the walk?
Hey, Dad. I couldn't sleep.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Well, Alabama up 6-0. Let's look how we've got here. It was that 2-run home run for her 5th of the season in Marley Giles. And then the electric sophomore in Hannah Wells. So good with that 2-run shot. And then the freshman said, hey, I want to join the party with the solo shot to dead center. But to me, it has been Brisky. I think this is a highlight. Every single SEC series, when she gets the ball in her hand, she is setting the tone. She's climbing the ladder. She's using that drop ball. I mean, her arsenal is electric. And I think that goes without saying. She's going to be a key piece. And Alabama is kind of push once they get into the postseason. They're going to rely on her a lot to throw some big innings.
Well, safe. No, I absolutely beat the throw there.
So cute.
That is a textbook slide.
Oh, get out.
Alabama needed that run perhaps to score in the prior inning. They're up 6-0, as you mentioned, but going back to Brisky, she's looking for her second complete game shutout victory in her last 3 outings. Did so against Auburn last week. You see she scattered just the 3 hits. And so she faces Carly Sleeman. That's the leadoff hitter, 0 for 2 today. Gave up a hit, Brisky did in the first, the second, 1 in the 5th, that's all. That time Sleeman's late, counts 1 and 2.
When I look back on SEC play, I look at that Texas series and I circle that as where Brisky might have struggled more than she normally does. But to me, it was Vic Moten being able to come in.
Is this one going to get down? Nope. Vandegrift runs it down, 1 out.
And just being able to have that experience to give to that freshman to come in. And I know she had started a game, got a little bit roughed up, ended up coming back in as the freshman and was really able to settle down. We know darn well if you want to go far in the postseason, one pitcher isn't going to do it. You need 2 solid arms that have the confidence, the experience, under pressure, high leverage moments.
He has leaned on this duo, more than leaned on the duo. We'll see how this one is going to be scored, by the way. That one was a big hop that just kind of ate up Hawkins.
I think we just need to make sure we tip our cap here to Allie Blum. She had that double to lead off the game, had that fly ball to dead center that was warning track, and then hit that one pretty hard.
Yeah, and she will get credited with the single there. So she's got a couple of hits, 2 of the 4 today. Emery Donaldson takes a strike.
And it's going to be important for Kentucky, especially moving on in the rest of the weekend. Like Carly Sleeman and Allie Blum have to work together, right? Like when Sleeman goes over, you feel it. Just with who she is in that leadoff spot, the at-bats she's been able to produce throughout SEC play. I mean, she's been tough in that leadoff spot. I vividly remember watching that Oklahoma series where she had that big home run off of Huachenio, had a home run against Newer at Tennessee, a couple home runs in the Texas A&M series off Lessentine. Like, Carly Sleeman is definitely a key piece to their offense, but when you get her and Blum swinging it together, it's a tough back-to-back.
Yeah, those two have been the most effective in league play, hands down. It's on the outside corner for a strike. Hamilton has been solid as well, but they have just struggled collectively to generate the runs. Now, we know it, they're down a couple of starters. Lost Lauren Borzilleri, pardon me, before the season even started. 2-2 is chopped
463 with a
foul.
$5 donation.
Their freshman,
Appreciate the Bama live streams. Keep
Maddie
them coming.
Hansen,
I
who's starting
appreciate
in the
you, Paul
outfield.
Matthews. If you don't mind,
lost
brother,
for the
hit the
season
subscribe
in
button.
mid-March,
And
but it has
it's
been
in the
a
Florida
struggle this
Outlaw
year has been
Pocket, brother.
offensively for Kentucky against this rugged competition in this league.
Well, and when you
I
struggle
appreciate that $5 donation.
offensively,
Paul Matthews, if you don't mind,
there's
hit
more pressure
subscribe
on
to the channel.
pitchers. And when
We
the
get some more
pitchers are,
Alabama fans in here
having
because we're doing
moments where they're
Alabama
walking
and Oklahoma
too many
softball for
hitters
the
and all
most
the
part
things that
this season. And then, of
sometimes
course, we're
doesn't
going to do
work.
the
You
college
need to be
football
able
as
to
well when
kind
college
of
football season comes
eliminate
around.
that part.
So I
when it comes to
appreciate you,
being in
Paul
the circle.
Matthews.
That's line down the line, but fading. That's foul. You know, and Lawson was candid earlier today when discussing, look, we understand the slide that we're on in league play. This is still a group that is grinding, is resilient, and that is showing
Yeah.
up.
Did you
And
get
that
change
is worth
speed?
acknowledging.
You did change speed?
2-2. Waving a miss, and
You
Brisky's
changed
got her
speeds?
fifth punch out. 2 gone.
Did you change speeds?
Really nice pitch by Brisky. Look at that.
Let's
down
hope it don't start
rotation. That's
lagging
a
on you.
really tough pitch. A hard wiggle downtown. That's so good.
I had to go to the other
Carissa
field.
Hamilton in the box. Fouls that one away.
I had to go
Hamilton's
to the other
4-year
field.
player and a 3-year starter today, her 200th game as a Wildcat. Very impressive. She's broken out, hitting a career best.
I had a
340.
donation on the other field. You believe that?
Well, let me tee up for this partner.
I had an
What's been
Alabama
most
donation
impressive
for a change.
about
We
Brisky's
could just
outing
tap
so
into
far
Alabama
today.
and Oklahoma. Would be great.
I think she does such a good
And I told you
job
that
with
Sooner
like,
Magic was coming.
the way that
Didn't
her
I?
pitches vertically are so different.
You know what
right?
happened?
She gets that separation.
I put that
She makes
positive
really
mojo comment
Vince
by
McMahon, the pitching
Paula
coach, he's
Steiner
one of
on
the
there.
best in the game. I
Paula
really
Steiner
believe
brought it
that.
home.
His games that he calls and his confidence in his pitchers, but
My odd sequence. The catcher that time, Giles, was looking to throw down to second. Lost the grip of it. And so Kentucky has a runner in scoring position.
That's why I don't like
but I
doing
think
these
she goes up and she
simultaneous.
goes down well. And when she can really command that, sprinkling her changeup, Brisky really is. She's tough throwing it at 70.
6 shutout innings for Brisky. He's got 5 strikeouts to boot.
Wendy's went back to the kitchen to give our famous spicy chicken sandwich a total upgrade. More crunch, more flavor, with heat that just hits. Is this our best spicy chicken ever? Looks like a yes to me. Spicy chicken just got better at Wendy's.
Philly boy, he always follows his nose. Off toward dinner, he boldly goes, 'cause he knows how to make pasta creamy, how to make it rich, making dishes better. That's his niche. Make it really Philly good.
I promise to love you, to feed you the food you deserve.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients, and it lives on in every bowl you fill.
I promise to be your best friend forever.
His phone is addicted to him. He is still the most interesting man in the world.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
When you're ready for spring break,
Hi
emphasis on the break. It matters where you stay. Book your spring break now. Hilton for the stay.
These longtime rivals, Texas and Oklahoma State.
We don't let anything stop us.
They're no longer in the conference together, but this is huge resume building time.
We're a very, very talented team.
Great game coming up next Wednesday, 8 Eastern, ESPN 2. So here we are, bottom of the 6th inning. Alabama leads 6-0. And they're trying to get this series against Kentucky started on good footing. They're in great position. Remember, when we are done here, we will send you to Arkansas and Oklahoma. You will see the conclusion of that game coming up after this one. So how about this? We got the number 1 and number 2 teams in America back-to-back on our airwaves here this Friday night. Marley Giles, the number 4 hitter, takes that one to begin this 6th inning. Abby Hammond, that's the freshman starter in the circle. Great year for Giles, has hit better than 400, and a 2-run blast in the 3rd put her team ahead at the time 3-0. So a big game unfolding in Norman, by the way. Arkansas took a 4-0 lead in that game until Isabella Emmerling's grand slam has tied things up at 4 apiece. So we will get you to that one when we are done here.
As well as hit a homer?
She has not. Little known fact about Oklahoma.
Tell me.
Yeah, they hit dingers.
Yeah.
It's a story that has not quite gotten a lot of coverage this year. Kendall Wells has not gone deep yet. You know you're a great hitter when the disclaimer, we're alerting folks when you haven't gone deep.
Yeah, I mean, over 60% of her hits, 63% have gone for home runs.
Boy, nice piece of hitting that time by Giles. Waited on that pitch and knocked it right back into center field. Leadoff single for Alabama.
And a really good job by Marley Giles. It's a changeup. You see the spin out of the hand. I love that tight camera, and she just not fooled whatsoever. Weight stays kind of neutral throughout. Hits it right back up the middle. But I want to go back, and
yeah, let's do it.
I know Kendall Wells, 32 home runs, but I don't want to forget about Megan Grant. Megan Grant has 30 home runs for the Bruins. Like, there's a chance she
Right
could make a
behind her.
run too. She is Hannah Wells one of the best hitters to have taken the world by storm. It's almost like Lauren Chamberlain and Jocelyn Allo like combined. But I want to make sure that I give that senior some love. And Megan Grant has been so fun to watch too over her career. So she has 30 home runs, and Jordan Mulry as well with 26. Those are the top 3 right now, making a push to try to beat that. Laura Espinoza, 37 home runs. And I think it's going to get beat this year.
Yeah,
I do.
mean, they're really tracking towards it. You know, we have, relatively speaking, a whole lot of softball left in this season. Jenna Young, number 5 hitter at the plate. She's been on base 3 times today. Well, UCLA started the week 37-5. So they, too, with that potent duo, is having a wonderful season. That has been a very entertaining home run race that we have watched unfold to this point between Wells, Grant, as you mentioned.
And I still remember calling that South Carolina UCLA Super Regional, where UCLA was a pitch away from their season being done. 2 outs, and Jordan Mulry stepped up and forced that game 3. And it just, it gets me excited for the postseason. Before you know it, it's here. And then the selection show, I still get nervous for the selection show. Almost like it brings me back to when I was an athlete, because there's always the most random things that happens of, you know, I remember when Minnesota, they thought were going to be the number 1 seed, and they sent them to Bama in what was it, 2017, 2018, Sarah Gronewagen. So, you know, the postseason, there's nothing like it.
I'm going to call it mayhem. That's just classic mayhem for you. Alabama, 39-4. They've won their. This is how difficult this feat is, by the way. They've won their first 5 SEC series. Last time that happened was 15 years ago for the program. Yeah, that just does not happen that often in this league in particular. And Audrey Vandegrift is getting ready to hit here. So all of a sudden, Alabama, the dam is it going to break here in the 6th inning? They've got 2 on, nobody out against Hammond. Again, this freshman she's done some good things today, just facing quite simply one of the better teams in the nation to this point.
Well, and Kevin, it's just the walks. They issued 8 walks. Like, that's what it comes down to, right? Like, the free passes to solid hitters.
Swing. This one is drilled in the air. It's got some flight out to the wall. It's gone! A walk-off run rule triggering blast for Vandegrift, and you can put game 1 in the books.
Vandegrift trending upwards. She had her 5th home run of the season against Sanford on Tuesday, and she had moved down to that 6th spot. And I love it. There's less pressure on her. You can tell she's playing and swinging so free. And there's nothing like a walk-off at home.
And so Alabama blasts 4 homers tonight. You know, they've only played what was tonight their 44th game. Half of their games
All right, that's final score. Alabama's 9-0. Appreciate y'all joining us today. Alabama run rule the Kentucky Wildcats. Appreciate the donation from Paul Matthews. Just like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is most important. It's absolutely free. I know when you hear the word subscribe, you think someone's got to pay, but you don't. So hit that subscribe button. And if you want to do something extra, you can also join the Outlaw Posse for $2.99 a month, 75 cents a week. It's just a half bottle of water for the Outlaw. You'll get a badge. You get advertised for a random 4 horseman shout out like those guys did at the beginning of the show. With that, I'm out of here. Come over and join us on the Oklahoma feed right now. That game's tied 4-4. KMCA to all the other teams. Class is now dismissed. Go Tide.